Prices of oil and water gone up. Addicted to Niobe. Samuel dreams to be a fashion designer. Welcome, this is WADADA News for Kids. Everyone has to pay for their water, electricity, and gasoline. But these daily practices are becoming a lot more expensive in Suriname. The price for gasoline will go up, but there's more. Families also have to pay 4 times as much for water and 3 times as much for electricity. This means a lot more monthly expenses. Adults are not happy with those extra costs, but these kids already thought of measurements to save money.
We nu extra zuinig moeten zijn met stroom en water. Ja.
Als je je telefoon hebt opgeladen, met 10 euro uithalen.
Kraan niet open, zomaar open laten. Die lichten uitmaken als het 's morgens of 's middags is.
Om water niet te vermorsen moet je altijd de kranen goed onderhouden.
Ja, je gaat minder naar televisie kijken. Je gaat geen geld vermorselen. En je gaat geen gewoon maar water gooien. Te veel licht aanlaten, het neemt stroom op. En je mag geen water vermorsen. Ik ga ook niet de hele dag in de ijskast, alleen 1 keer.
Many people are criticizing the government. Their salaries stay the same, and therefore it can be difficult to pay for those increases. They will have to cut expenses, for example, walk instead of drive, or use bathing water to water the plants. What's Up starts off in Argentina. Leonardo is very interested in chemistry. He wants to use his skills to cure diseases.
Nos fueron a ver así unos tubitos así de sustancias que nosotros podíamos oler y probar un poco. Tuvimos que adivinar qué era lo que venía acá. El más difícil uno fue el aceite, uno llamado petróleo por ahí. Mezclar así algunos químicos para ver si algo te puede sentir bien o algo mal. Digamos como curar una enfermedad, una alergia, la del ébola. La enfermedad esa que casi mata a muchas personas, a niños. Enfermedad de la tos, o así de contagio, o de la varicela.
Leonardo has one clear goal: to mix things and cure people. Hundreds of schools in Burma have been closed because of recent floods that covered big parts of the country. Because the schools are closed, kids decided to use their time to help the affected areas and collect books and school uniforms. The kids want to help the victims, especially the ones that are their own age. They think it is important to have access to education and want to make sure kids in flooded areas can go back to school. Bullying is a worldwide problem. Many schools don't know how to handle bullying. But these kids from Ecuador have some advice.
Haciéndonos amigas de esos niños, que se sientan en un ambiente bien, que estén entre nosotros, entre chicos y todo, y que darles la bienvenida.
Indicándole lo que hacemos, tratando de que haga las cosas con nosotros, para que se sienta bien.
But it is also good to question yourself why someone would bully another person.
Si tiene un carácter fuerte, tal vez es porque vivió en un hogar lleno de violencia.
Pienso que ellos son personas que se sienten solos, les falta amor, cariño y quieren que los demás estén dentro de su mundo de violencia y piensan que eso es normal.
So it seems that some kids that bully have difficulties as well. They can have low self-esteem, lack confidence, or feel alone, and therefore need the advice for a better relationship with classmates just as much as the kids that are bullied. Bongani from South Africa is addicted to Niobe. Niobe is a highly addictive drug. It's a cocktail of medicines and poisonous ingredients, and this combination makes the drug very dangerous. Bongani tries to quit, but to be able to do this, he has to make a few changes in his life.
Mina igama lami uBongani Sikhosana, ngihlala khona ngapha eStation 3. Inkinga yami ukuthi nje ngibhema inyawo phende inyawo peshe yangilimaza. Hayi khona iqiniso mina futhi manje into le ngiyayibhema maka ngazi ukuthi ihlanganiswa kanjani. Ngiyabhemeka imnandi. Ngena sengene egazini manje angisakhoni ukuyela.
To help overcome his addiction, Bongani will meet his family again, starting with his grandmother, which is not easy.
Angithulala ngaphandle uyabodola umuntu nje umoshela abantu uyaganga angikhona negama lakho uyalazi
Igama lona ngiyalazi ubongazi sisobongazi.
The next steps Bongani needs to take are bathing and trying to eat something.
Ano sengimnandi ngisplashile ngifresh. Into yami manje sisharp umzimba wami uyazizwa manje ukuthi manje ngathi manje ubuyele esimeni ngoba insela vele ivalana ingqondo ivalana nembobo zomzimba manje ngisharp manje.
Now when last did you eat?
Manje ngizodla manje ngoba abantu vele ababhema inyawo abakhona ukudla siphila ngestriker nama-snake vele yabona manje ngizodla sengila ekhaya manje. Hayi ngizizwa yona vele seyiphumile emzimbeni ngoba vele after 4 hours 5 hours ngiyabhema vele ngibhema nomngane vele.
Today he did not. Bongani wants to focus on the future. He wants to join a camera crew that can teach him how to film.
Ngiyabonga futhi abubhuti bangifake nje ku-shooting nje abangilisanga ukuthi hey wena suka wena ubona ukuthi unjani ubhema inyawo bavele nje bangamukela kahle njengophela sharp sengizokwazi nami ukuthi kusasa nje bazokwazi nje singene komunye kwabanye futhi ukuthi impilo yami ukuthi izoba sharp nacabanga nje ngenyawo nje kuphela yona mina nje ngibekile esayidini klaro nje.
Bongani is a great example of how you can change the direction of your life. For more news updates from around the world, go to WADADAnewsforkids.org. Singing, dancing and acting. 5 schools in Suriname are competing in a live show in which all schools present a fairy tale in a funny way. After 4 exciting rounds, the Suriname Didactic Institute has won and will receive $10,000 to invest in their own school. Voters in Burma are excited to vote for the future of their country. The government should serve the people because they take taxes from us, is one of their arguments. However, some people are skeptic and don't think the elections will be fair, because many citizens already found mistakes in the voters list and the amount of candidates participating is twice as much as before. Each year, mid-September, schools participate in the National Parade to celebrate Nicaragua's independence. Kids had to practice a lot to participate. The parade consisted of live music, acrobats, and colorful costumes. The kids were very honored to be in the parade. He sells slippers on the streets of Ghana, but Samuel's dream is to become a fashion designer. And by making his own bead slippers, he's on his way to become one.
My name is Samuel Mesa, and I'm 15 years of age. This is my shop. It is located at Teshinko Store. I've been working on slippers, designing on slippers. I was being taught at school, and also I said, then let me practice it at home in order to get some little money to go to the SHS. One day I went to Accra and saw some of the hackers selling some of the slippers while doing some of the beads on them. So I decided to take a look at one. So from there, I started doing my own. I decided to do slippers to sell when I was practicing some of the slippers being taught by the teacher in the house. And my auntie saw it and said, I can decide to sell some of them. So that's what came about.
Samuel is working really hard to make a lot of beautiful slippers he can sell.
I go to Accra to buy my slippers, okay, and from there I'll go to Tudu to buy the beads and the needle and the thread for making the bead slippers. Okay, if I come back home, you have to think, in order to get a nice slippers, you have to think about the design for it. And it all comes about with creativity. With creativity, you are good to creativity. I'm gifted with a lot of talents, so I want to be a fashion designer.
This newsflash is made by Dania and comes from Bolivia.
Me llamo Dania Mamani Condori. Tengo 6 años. Yo estoy en el curso en primero. Hago tarea. Mis amigos son Cristian, Edwin, Regis. Esta es la tierra que yo tengo porque esto me pertenece. Y esto es de mí.
La entrega del título a mi hermanita ha sido el 20 de octubre, en sus cumpleaños. Han venido varias personas. Yo recuerdo que ese día ha llegado el director de ella y le ha entregado a mi hermanita 2 parcelas.
Esta es la tierra que yo tengo, pero voy a cuidar a mis ovejas, a mis vacas, a mi llama, a mi oveja. Allá está mi vaca.
If you want to stay up to date with WADADA News for Kids, please check our website wadadanewsforkids.org. Today's headlines were: prices of oil and water gone up. Addicted to Niobe. Samuel dreams to be a fashion designer. Thank you for watching WADADA News for Kids. See you next time!